L'Oreal and Mugler have teamed up for a limited edition collection, but is it worth it? Let's find out. Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Carmel, and in today's video we are taking a look at the new limited edition from the fashion powerhouse Mugler and L'Oreal. So we have today a new foundation, a new eyeliner, mascara, eyeshadow palette. We have a lipstick and we have a highlighter. Not a first impression. I have had a little try of these and yeah, I've got some thoughts. So if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, then please do keep on watching. So as I said, I have tried these for the last couple of days because I literally could not resist. And plus I wanted to get a feel for the foundation and also the mascara because I feel like they really need to be wear tested before I put out a review. Introducing the limited edition L'Oreal Paris collection reimagined with Mugler's distinctive packaging and branding. This exclusive capsule fuses L'Oreal Paris iconic makeup artistry with a bold fashion aesthetic. Do you know, I was interested in some parts of the collection, but not others. So for example, I don't wear eyeliner. I don't wear liquid eyeliner because I have deep set eyes, so I really struggle with it. So you're gonna have the joy of watching that today, the joy of watching me struggle. And also the cushion foundation. Not really interested in the cushion foundation, but I picked it all up anyway. As for the availability of this collection, it is available in Europe from certain retailers and I'll link those down below. It is being rolled out globally as far as I'm aware. I think it's going to reach the US in possibly the end of September, beginning of October time, but I'll keep you posted on my community page for that. We are going to start with the eyes today because there's a good chance I'm going to mess it up. So we're going to start with the eyeshadow palette. And I just want to, first of all, take a look at the packaging of the whole collection. I really like the black packaging. I think it's really sleek. I have a little issue with the packaging with the eyeshadow palette. So here it is. And I picked up the Nude collection, obviously. Of course I did. There was an option of this and a Midnight collection, which had blue and purple in, which you know I'm probably not going to wear. So this cost me 20 euros and honestly it looks cheap. Got this magnetic close, great. The rest of it is so cheap. It's made of really flimsy cardboard packaging and I was really disappointed when I opened it. This is supposed to be a high-end collaboration and Mugler is luxury. This, no, this is so cheap and it cost me 20 euros and honestly I just don't think it's worth it. The packaging is so disappointing and they don't swatch very well either. I was really disappointed with this shade here. I thought it was going to be a really nice shimmer, but it's actually just a very super soft satin. So I'm wondering, should I have gone for the other palette, to be honest, because this is basic, but you know, it does create a nice eye look. So yeah. We're going to use every single shade in this palette today. So we'll start by going in with this warm brown. This is actually a really nice palette for fall, to be honest. Going in with my Nicola Rose BK Beauty N13. The mirror is such an awkward size. I can't really, it's so skinny. No, I'm gonna have to use a different mirror. So I'm just gonna use my Morphe mirror and I'm just gonna use this as a bit of a transition. As I said, we're gonna go in with every shade today. And do you know, I was really excited for this palette just because L'Oreal, well, they're not really known for the palettes, are they? They don't really produce much in the way of eyeshadow palettes, so I was really excited by it. I guess the presentation is what I'm not loving. I think I just expected a lot more for the price. Okay, that's fine for a bit of transition. I'm going to stick with the same brush now and I'm going to go in with this. It's very red. I thought it was more burgundy on the pictures, but no, but it definitely has more of a reddy undertone to it. And there is quite a bit of kick up in the pan. Just gonna try and get this into my crease. This is actually really nice and pigmented. Okay, I'm just gonna take this deep brown here with my BK Beauty 209. I'm just gonna pop a little bit on the outer corner. I am going to be using the eyeliner today. which is gonna be fun. Not fun for me, but probably fun for you to watch. I think with these eyeshadows, they are designed to be worn in the day and into the night as well. Obviously, this is very much more everyday than the other colour story. We're going to go in with this very, very soft shimmer. We'll just pop that all over the lid. It's super soft. I was definitely expecting just a little bit more from this, but look, I think I just expected a little bit more pizzazz for the price. I don't know. Lastly, we'll go in with this shade here and we'll just bring it into the inner corner a little bit, brighten things up a little bit. It's very soft. So that's it for the eyeshadow. It's fine. I mean, you can obviously go in and make it a little bit more smoky. Honestly, it's not worth 20 euros, not at all. It's just fine. The packaging's not fine, the packaging's cheap. It's really, really cheap. I don't think you'll be impressed with the packaging at all. But anyway, let's move on because it does get better from here on in. Next up, we have the liquid eyeliner, which I'm not looking forward to using this because I don't use eyeliner, number one, and number two, I don't use felt eyeliners like this because I have deep set eyes. So if I want to do a bit of a wing, I just go in with eyeshadow. And I wasn't going to purchase this, but I knew people would be angry with me if I didn't. So we're going in with it. So this cost me 15 euros. This claims to be a glide on high precision, ultra intense black in one stroke, no smudging, transfer proof, and it is waterproof. I am going to do a very minimal wing, okay? It's not going to be even, all right? They're going to be cousins. In fact, they're going to be friends. They're not even going to be related, these eyeliners, but we're just going to give it a whirl. My problem is, if you have deep set eyes, you will understand. If I follow my waterline out, I'm going to hit my brow bone. The key for me is to do kind of little strokes and then I will connect them up. So you don't need to master doing it in one single stroke. You can just go in with tiny little strokes. And this is my worst eye. I should have started with my bad eye, shouldn't I? And the key is to keep your eyes open. That's what I've discovered. Okay, that's as even as we're gonna get, my friends. I think you just have to kind of adjust how you do winged liner depending on your eye shape. So now that I've done that, I'm just gonna go back into the eyeshadow palette and I'm gonna go back into these two deepest colors with my BK Beauty 209 again. And I'm just gonna bring some of those two under the lash line. So just the reddy type color first. Obviously you can bring the eyeliner under your eyes, but for me that just is a little bit too harsh. Listen, if you are into eyeliner, you're gonna love this. I do think it's one that is worth the money. I wore this all day yesterday. It doesn't move. It is honestly waterproof, transfer proof. It's absolutely lovely. I'm not an expert on eyeliner though. All I know is that it's easy to use for someone like me who doesn't have a clue, all right, never uses liquid eyeliner. If I can even create something, if I can even draw a line with this, it means it's good. It means you'll definitely be able to use it too. So yeah, I'm honestly glad that I picked it up in the end because it took me outside of my comfort zone again for the second time in a week. And I really like it. I really, really do. And you never know, you might see me use it again sometime. Okay, we're gonna move on to mascara now. And here's the mascara and it looks gorgeous. It actually looks so nice. And this is, oh, it's so good. It's really, really good. I love L'Oreal mascaras anyway, and this really did not let me down. This is called the Augmented Volume Mascara, and this retails for 16 euros. And I'm just going to show you the brush, and as far as I could see, it's only available in black. So I'm just going to wipe off the excess, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about this mascara whilst I pop it on. This patented applicator is designed to lift, separate and coat every lash with intense volume without clumping. It instantly adds volume, length and lift, builds easily without weighing down the lashes, alcohol-free, fragrance-free, paraben-free and sulfate-free. So this is designed to be worn every day, but you can also build this up and use it if you are going on a glam night out. If you know me, you'll know that I love drugstore mascaras and I love L'Oreal mascaras. This is hands down probably the best L'Oreal mascara I've ever used. Now, it's not the most lengthening, but it gives you beautiful volume. And the problem I have with some volumizing mascaras is that they give you volume, but they do it by clumping your eyelashes together. But this does not. I think it gives you really nice feathery looking lashes and it's really easy to use. It clings onto your lashes and it just makes application really, really easy. And one of the most important things for me is how easy it is to remove. It's so straightforward and easy. I've not had any issues with flaking or smudging or transferring, but that's because I don't really have oily eyelids. So that I can only speak from my own experience. This is a fantastic mascara. Still on the pricey side, obviously, because of the collab. I do think it's a fantastic product. One of my favourite from the whole collection. We're moving on to complexion now, and we're going in with this, which is the Cushion Foundation. So this was fairly pricey. This was €25. Yeah, it was for a cushion foundation. And in here you get 14 grams of product. So this is Complexion Couture, portable, customizable and luminous. It is a one real skin finish, medium buildable coverage, meets luminous radiance for a seamless second skin result. Feels quite nice. It feels more luxe than the rest of the collection, if I'm honest. And again, along with the eyeliner, I really was not interested in this product. I don't mind cushion foundations. I have some that I like. I really like the Tay. I like liquid foundations and I just have no need for a cushion foundation in my life, or so I thought. I picked this up in the shade medium, which is number 4. So there are only 10 shades. Not great. Not a great shade range at all. So this claims to have a weightless and breathable formula, a natural and airbrushed finish. It's fragrance-free, hypoallergenic, paraben-free, and get this, it's alcohol-free. Can you believe that? I know, a L'Oreal foundation with no denatured alcohol. Shocking. So out of the 4 shades, I actually did think that by getting 4, it could be too dark. But as you've seen for the swatch, which is here, it's really, really light on me. And yeah. So it does come with this puff, which is, it's not a good puff. It's not sturdy at all, which is why I've not used it yet. But I was waiting until I demoed it to use the puff. I'm going to do 1/2 with the puff and I'm going to do 1/2 with a brush, which is what I've been applying this with. Yeah, the shade range is paw. It is paw. So that's all I can really say about that. It's not good enough. It has a really fantastic mirror on here, by the way. I have only prepped my skin in the usual way with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I have dry skin. I am 43 this weekend and I have rosacea on my cheeks. So yeah, we have a lot to deal with. I'm just going to tap in this puff. So we'll just tap it into the skin like this. It's actually not too bad. It's just, you've just got to find the way to hold it and just press it into the skin. Oh, it's actually decent. I think I judged the puff unnecessarily. We'll do one side. Anyway, you can apply this with a brush and it's totally nice. It's lovely. This was a real surprise for me. I didn't think I would like this at all. But turns out I do. I really like it. It claims to give a natural finish and I would absolutely agree with that. It's definitely a natural finish. So just tapping it in. Too much on there. So what I'm going to do is press off the excess on my hand. The puff actually does hold a lot more than what I thought. So I'm going to have to come over to this side. But you see how well that blends? It literally just sinks into the skin. And usually I'm used to cushion foundations being quite heavy, quite full coverage. I'd say this is a medium coverage, but it's super natural. Oh my gosh. So that's just one side. Can you see how natural that is? And that's with nothing. Stunning. And that's the first time I've applied it with the puff. On the other side, I'm going to go in with my BK Beauty 109 brush. So it's just dense flat brush. Just tapping in and just kind of pressing it in. You definitely do get a little bit more coverage with the brush. Okay, so that's both sides done. What do you think of that? I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm absolutely converted. And this is another example of not judging something before you've tried it. I would say it's medium and I would say it's buildable. Now you can still see, you know, I've got some rosacea there. You can still see my hyperpigmentation peeking through a bit. But this gives me the most stunning natural finish to the skin, and it is completely weightless. It sinks into the skin, it becomes one with the skin. You can see a little bit of radiance. It has the finish of a liquid foundation, but the convenience of a compact. That's how I would describe this. And I've worn this for the last 2 days. Now, obviously early days, but I've worn this and it's lasted all day, literally 13, 14 hours, and it still looks flawless. It doesn't emphasize pores. It doesn't sit into lines. I think there was a little bit of settling one of the days, and I took some footage outside in the daylight, and I'll insert that for you now, where I had a little bit of settling into a smile line, but I keep getting that recently, so I'm thinking it's just me and my wrinkles. Okay, I'm just going to throw a little bit of concealer on. This is just my Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I don't really have a correct shade of my L'Oreal concealers. That's why I'm using this one. But it's okay to use this because L'Oreal own Estee Lauder. And actually, I wanted to say, it's so funny because this collab between L'Oreal and Mugler is pretty funny because L'Oreal own Mugler, don't they? They own it. So I think it was one of my viewers, Harry, said, so they're collabing with themselves. And yeah, that's a fair point, to be fair. Okay, so now I've got a bit of concealer on. I'll show you a little before and after. I genuinely think this is suitable for all skin types. So you can see that it's not super glowy. I think there is a little bit of radiance to it, but you can see that my skin just looks really natural. I wouldn't, maybe I'd call it bordering on a satin finish. Oh, it's gorgeous. It really is beautiful. And I wasn't even going to get this. Very sad news. There is no bronzer, and even worse, there's no blush. I was very sad when I saw that. Blush is my favorite thing in the world. So yeah, very sad that there was no blush, but we're going to go in with a little bit of the Mario Skin Enhancer bronzer. And I'm going to use my BK Beauty A507 for this. So just dipping in, I have this in the shade Light Medium, and just better warm up the face slightly. And products really do go on beautifully over the top of this foundation. I'm so impressed. Oh my gosh. And I don't really use a lot of powder, but I definitely don't feel the need to use powder with this foundation. Not at all. It is honestly quite self-setting. Honestly, it feels really high-end. I honestly can't tell you. I mean, you can probably get my enthusiasm through the screen. So blush-wise, I want to keep everything neutral. So I'm going to go in with my Dior blush stick. This is in the shade Rosewood. This is so nice. And I'm just going to pop it on the back of my hand and then just pop it on. I'm actually going to use my foundation brush from before, the BK Beauty 109. Just pick it up on the back of my hand. So this is obviously a really glowy blush, so it's going to bring that glow and radiance back to my complexion. Works really nicely with this foundation because the foundation is so natural. This just brings me back the lovely glow that I adore. So next up we have a highlighter, and this is the Magnetic Highlighter Stick, and I picked up the shade Cristal. There was 2 shades. One was more kind of a translucent type shade, and this one had a little bit more colour to it. So the highlighter stick actually retails for €18. So they're just the same as these Lumila Glass highlighters. So over here you have the original Lumila Glass, which I have here. This is in the shade Glassy Pearl Eclat. And here, this has more of a bit of a golden type undertone. It's very hard to see, literally impossible. Because of this on my cheeks, I skip highlighter most of the time. So we're going to pop this on, but we're going to put it on not near my texture and rosacea. So I'm just going to pop a bit here. I already have a glowy blush on, so you can't really see it. Can you see that there? I mean, it's really nice. If you've got perfect skin, it's even better. So this obviously can be used on the cheekbones, on the cupid's bow, on the nose bridge, and the brow bone. Should we try a bit on the brow bone? Just gonna take my Refer 21 and just kind of tap into it. And we'll use a bit up here. Do people still highlight their brow bones? I don't know. I mean, I use concealer, but I don't use anything highlightery. I definitely did in 2016 though. We'll use it in the inner corner. Not really showing much. No, don't be going out and paying that for this, please. You can pick up the Lumila Glass for literally half that price. I think I picked mine up for 10 euros. I mean, this does feel a little bit more weighty. I mean, they're the same packaging, just different colours. How much do you get? Yeah, you get 5 grams of product in both. I just stick with the Lumila Glass. You don't need that, especially not for 18 quid. Flipping heck. So the last product that we have is the Power Matte Lipstick. So there were 4 shades to choose from in the lipstick, and I went for 02. So obviously I went for a nude shade. They were all just different shades of nude. There was one red lipstick, and I'm kind of regretting not buying that now. Honestly, it's because it's limited edition, and I'm going to be so angry if I can't get it again, if I love it. So it comes in that sleek black packaging that we are very familiar with L'Oreal. The one thing I noticed, it doesn't feel as sturdy as the originals. So I have a few of the original L'Oreal lipsticks. These are the Intense Volume Matte lipsticks, and they feel a lot weightier and a lot more luxe than this does. This feels a little flimsy, I'm not going to lie. Anyway, there's the shade 02, and it's just beautiful. So it's just a deep nude. It has some brown reddy undertones to it. It's gorgeous for fall, honestly. So this has a soft and comfortable matte finish, lasts up to 16 hours. It's hydrating thanks to the hyaluronic acid. It features a precise applicator for sharp lines. It's alcohol-free, paraben-free, sulfate-free, and suitable for all skin tones. And the lipstick retails for 18 euros. I do love this lipstick. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I've worn it for the past couple of days. It has great longevity. It's not completely transfer proof, so I'll just, you see, I did apply quite a bit though. And actually, I really like this when I dab it off a bit, because this has a crazy level of opacity, honestly. It is a very high coverage lipstick, and I don't usually prefer matte lipsticks, but this is a very comfortable, soft matte lipstick. It's not drying at all. It's very weightless. You forget that you're wearing it, and it lasts really well through eating and drinking as well. It will still be there after eating and drinking. Maybe it faded a little bit, but it'll still be there. So what do you think of the L'Oreal Mugler collection? Honestly, it's been hit and miss for me. So just going to tell you first of all what I think you should skip. There are 2 items that I think you should skip. One is the eyeshadow palette. If you can get it cheaper, fine, but it feels cheap. It feels really, really cheap. It's the most disappointing product from the whole collection. And not that I don't think it's nice, like the actual formula, the actual eyeshadows. I mean, they're nothing special, but it's fine. But I could pick this up from Catrice for a £5. I don't think you need the highlighter. I think if you already have the Lumi highlighters, this is nothing new. It's just the same, different packaging. Despite being an eyeliner phobe, I like this eyeliner. This could actually make me start using eyeliner a little bit and know that I'm not even. I know that, but it's pretty good for me, all right? I'm happy with it. The mascara is absolutely beautiful. It needs to be permanent. Do you think they'll make it permanent? Maybe they'll see how the collection goes, but this is fantastic. The foundation is my favorite from the whole collection. Who'd have thought it? I thought I would hate it. I love how my skin looks today. It looks natural. Obviously I've got glowy cheeks because I've got highlighter and a glowy blush on, but the rest of my face is so natural and it will stay like that all day. I really need them to make this a permanent product now. How can we make that happen? Seriously. And also no denatured alcohol in there either. And finally, the lipstick. I really do like the lipstick. I think this is perfect fall shade. Absolutely. I mean, it's nothing that we've not seen before though. This is the thing. We already have these and these are fine. If you already have these, if you have a similar shade, you're not getting anything different. So do let me know, what are your thoughts on this collaboration? Are you planning on picking anything up? Or is this an easy pass for you? Let me know everything down in the comments. Thank you so much for joining me for this video. I so appreciate you being here with me. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next video. But until then, take care and bye for now.